morning. We are waiting for the bus. Barefaced. Hopefully it's not packed. I don't know what it is about Wednesdays, but everybody's getting crazy on the street. Looks like my bus is gonna be delayed anyway. Like, just people don't know how to drive. So hopefully, I like this bus because like my stop is like the second stop, so I get a seat either way and I can do my makeup, which we need. So hopefully I can bring you guys along today. Alright, so to begin, I'm actually going to do a voiceover since it's kind of loud on the bus, but I'm taking my Hard Candy Glamoflauge foundation, and I definitely suggest using something with like a large paddle like this that you can just add on your face, or like a stick foundation, just so it's easier and less messy to apply. And I would go in with a beauty blender, or if you want to be even less messy, maybe like a flat top brush that you can kind of blend everything out with, in case you don't want your hands to get messy. But I'm just blending it out with my Morphe sponge, and sometimes I bring in kind of like a mesh breathable little pouch so I can put it back in before I take it home to, you know, wash it off, and then that way it doesn't like get moldy if it's in my makeup bag. So sometimes I'll do that, or just make sure to keep the bag open for a little breather. Just wanted to show you my little makeup bag that I carry with me in my book bag, and it's time to get an upgrade actually. But now I'm going in with my concealer. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer, and just dabbing that underneath my eyes. This is like my everyday routine. We're not doing triangle motions here, but also using this to just kind of add some coverage to my lids. They're a little bit dark, but help brighten the eye all around. And using, once again, that same sponge, using minimal products, just quick something, slap it on the face to look somewhat presentable for work. Then I'm going to go ahead and set that concealer with my NYX Compact HD Finishing Powder in the shade Banana and my Real Techniques setting brush. And I'll also kind of add that a little bit onto my brows. It just kind of helps the brow pencil just glide on a little bit easier. So just setting that, and then I'm going to go in with my NYX Micro Brow Pencil. And this is the trickiest part. This, and or if you do eyeliner, specifically liquid eyeliner on the bus, I'm really preparing myself, because especially depending how the bus driver is driving, like that, you can end up with some angry brows. So definitely take the opportunities of when the bus comes to a stop to fill in your brows. If you are using a brow pencil, like right now, it's like, oh my god, let's go for it. Try to get the bottom defined, and especially the arch, get it all filled in. Take these opportunities when they have these nice long stops or they're in traffic. Another suggestion I would say, especially if you have fuller brows, you just need to kind of like fill them in really quickly, is to use some sort of like brow gel, like a brush, like Benefits brow gel product, or just something you can just comb through your brows. If that's all you really need and you're going to do your makeup on the bus, do that, because this probably takes me the longest, more so because I'm not trying to have a surprise face, angry face. It can be questionable, so if at most, just try to get them somewhat filled in, and you can always adjust, you know, in the bathroom when you get to work. But hey, I've gotten better at it as the time has gone on. But I personally like a little bit more defined brow, so I still use this micro brow pencil. But I think especially if I do my makeup on the bus more often, which I do, because honestly, for those of us who did not like to wake up those extra 15 minutes, the bus is definitely a good option to do your makeup if you can. And I forgot to mention, what I do is moisturize at home, and I actually already pre-prep my face with my face primer, which I use my L'Oreal Glow Lock Primer. So by the time I get to the bus, it's already set in preparation for that foundation. Also, this bus is normally like not as packed as well. So as you can see, I'm sitting on the edge and my book bag's next to me. And normally I don't like to be that person, but if the bus is empty, I'll definitely, you know, take my space and, you know, set my book bag to the side. But if I do see it's getting full, of course I will move my book bag, because I hate it when those people, just saw a dude coming in, I was like, you want to be on YouTube? But I hate it when those people like just like have their bag and it's a packed bus, people are trying to sit and they don't move it. But this morning bus is usually pretty chill. Also, the afternoon bus, that's definitely where it gets packed. I don't always get a seat, and that tends to be when the crazies are on the bus on my way home as opposed to the morning. I don't run into as many crazies. You know, if you take public transportation, you're gonna get just crazy people. I think at most once there was a guy who must have been drunk from the night before and just never went to sleep or fell asleep on the bus. And it was like 8 a.m. He was like clearly drunk. You know, you get those, hello Chicago, welcome, or any other urban area where you gotta take public transportation. Those are always super duper fun. But somehow we made it through the brows. Next, I'm gonna take my Milani Highly Rated Mascara. This is also a very tricky part. Oh, before I do, I felt a hair. Yep, it was a Blaze hair. Dog mom problems. But I'm going to add my mascara, and this can get tricky depending how crazy the bus driver is, how quick he's going, how hard the stops are. So I am not condoning this type of behavior, but if you got to get your mascara on safely and carefully. Take your time. Also, if you get it anywhere on your eyelid, don't worry, just let it dry off and you can flake it off afterwards. Also, something else that I'll do sometimes is carry like a little box of Q-tips in my makeup bag in case it does happen, so I can just wait for it to dry off and flick it off. Maybe I should do a bus makeup tutorial, makeup bag essentials, because there's definitely some things that, you know, after doing, you know, your makeup on the bus that are always helpful to have at hand. Next, I cannot go anywhere without bronzing. Take my Milani bronzing powder and my favorite dual fiber brush. This is one from Crown Brushes. You can probably get this from Morphe as well, but especially if you're heavy-handed, just go in, especially if you're in a rush too. This will just kind of help your bronzer not go on as crazy. Just blend it out even more. It gives out like that airbrush type of effect when you add it onto your face. So just adding that onto my face, and we're actually going pretty quickly. Like most of this was minimal editing here, cutting off things that, you know, you probably would be bored of, but I think total this was about no more than 13 minutes tutorial, and some of that was me rummaging through my makeup bag and also trying to keep an eye out, make sure nobody snatches my camera. I was using a adjustable tripod on the seat in front of me, and the guy sitting in front to the side was kind of like, what are you doing, man? Don't forget to blend your face with the big dual fiber brush, because even though we're doing our makeup on the bus, we still want to look flawless. Now I'm just taking a small fluffy brush, the ones that come in the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes, and the same bronzer. If you want to get fancy, you got some time, you want to add some definition to your eyes, I always, you know, maybe even add that step also. Do we notice the girl in the back, like her contour? This contour is looking fierce. I was like, ooh, I didn't notice it until the editing of this video. I was like, alright girl, I want to know what type of contour powder she uses. Next, I'm going to use my lip liner, and this is the MAC Stripdown Lip Liner, one of my current favorites. You don't have to be this extra and get a lip liner, but I can't not use a lip liner these days. It's weird. So I'm defining my lips, and for those of you who have trouble in general and you want to do it on the bus, definitely just kind of like drag it on. Try not to lift it as much as possible and really like trace it as much as possible. Like glide back and forth, and I don't know how to explain this technique, but I was kind of impressed with myself. Next, I'm going to go in with the Girlactik Matte Lip Paint in the shade of Blushing. This, I feel like for beginners, maybe stick to traditional lipstick, the bullet type. You know, in case you have a shaky hand or something, it might be more friendly, whereas liquid lipstick, depending on your experience level, can be, you know, if you kind of get all over the place, depending on the color. This is a nude one, so easy to kind of fix. You also still have like your beauty blender and stuff, but just disclaimer, if you want an easier time, going with maybe a gloss instead, or like a traditional matte lipstick. But that's basically it, and that is my bus makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. Alright, so that is my completed look, and now what we do when we get off the bus so I don't get everybody is I kind of stop somewhere around here and I spray my face with Max Fix Plus. So this guy will probably think I'm weird, but that's totally okay. Oh no, they're passing by. Like, boy, I need to look fresh. So the Little Caesars guys can think I'm a little bit weird, but they've probably seen this before. Oh no, he's coming by with his dog. So I need to stay fresh. And then also you need this to last all 8 hours of your work and on your way home. So Milani Make It Last setting spray. I need to pick up another one actually. Flawless. Alright guys, I am off to work. It's about to be 8 o'clock. It probably is. Got there a couple minutes late. Hey, at least I'm not the person walking in late with the Starbucks or the Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, sorry not sorry usually when that happens though. But I'll see you guys later.